So I'm super excited, just got this beast in the mail. Let's get unboxing it. So the plan is to do this in stages because it's so huge. It's going to be hard to get it all in shot. Anyway, nice to see some packing straps on there, just to help with such a heavy box. Some pretty heavy parts in it. Go down. So I haven't opened this before, so I know just as much as you do about what's inside. Okay, so upon first opening, it's a regular Rigidbot. There's the manual, and there it is. It's actually some pretty nice foam. So it kind of doesn't go everywhere as much as I thought it might. There's that. First tray. Okay, so you can see one of my stepper motors actually fell through the foam, but it's not too much of an issue. Let's see if I can get this out. Oh. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna unbox what's in the box and then I'll go through each tray individually. So there's tray 1, and under tray 1, but what's fallen out, some white or natural kind of, doesn't look, oh maybe it's white, PLA filament. Middle tray, just the spool rack. I didn't order any upgrades apart from the Z rods, can be seen there. So, out comes the middle tray, and the bottom tray. Oh, come on. Cool, this is a heavy one. It's got all that steel in it. Okay, all my steel bars, side panels. Oh, I got the heated bed, so that's a good thing. Some people are going to miss out on them, but I've got that. And let's go through the trays and inventory this. Okay, start with the top tray. Now, most important thing, I guess, to make the printer work, though some people are replacing these, and that's really annoying tape. Control board, which is taped with some really annoying stuff. Okay, let's see. This is, these have all been reworked if you're in the first edition Rigidbot. So, yeah, see it's got a red wire rework on it, so it runs just to, let's get that. Okay, so it just runs to all the stepper resets, and that's more or less normal. Let's see the trim pots on here, you just want to check them. See those little, just that there, those little things with a screw head on them next to the stepper drivers. You just want to check they're all intact, and mine seem to be. The power switch has been reworked, that seems fine. Here's my Kicon connector. Yeah, and that should be the better brand. Anyway, I'm sure it is. It goes over there. Nice injection molded case. Look at that. That's pretty nice. The injection molding, while they cheaped out on a lot of stuff, the injection molding is definitely absolutely top notch. It is just, it's crisp, it feels good. That's good stuff, even if they use this really annoying. It's actually, this is like a backing, and this is a sticky double-sided pad. It's left sticky all over. Anyway, try and keep this short. So, 4 motor mounts, 2 for the Z, 1 for the X, 1 for the Y. That makes sense there. Okay, and then underneath that, you've got your bearing holders. Okay, I know I need at least, I think it's 3 for the X, yeah, and then 4 for the Y, there's another 4, and 4 for the Z, and that's them. So, got those parts. Now, bearing idler holders, so that's my 1 for the X, 1 for the Y, exactly how they should be. Stickers, nah, not that exciting. New heater block was just chucked in there. So these were made in China while Michael was there, and chucked into the kits. So that's the new heater block, along with this is the new extruder cable, which definitely looks like he went to a better factory than what made the old one, because I've seen some of the old ones and yeah, they don't quite look like that. Okay, it's back here. Oh, extruder parts, yep. Okay, so this is the extruder plastics, just the lever arm and the bit that attaches to the motor. Heater cartridge, thermistor, which I would suggest getting a spare one of these. They're super fragile. You're probably going to break one. Little header board that sits on top of the motor. Limit switches, got 3 of them. Okay, what else do I need? This is the extruder screws. Okay, so I'm actually going to start inventorying these. So I'm going to use the assembly manual here, and in the very back, see, so there it is in the back, there's a couple of pages of all the parts you need. So yeah, I'm just going to go through them. So what should be in this extruder bag, because I know heaps of people are missing parts from this, and you know, that kind of would suck. So it's these, which are 1109, they're long 42mm M3. There's just a spring, no idea about that, but you'll have to find that part number. The other one that a lot of people are missing is this one. Come on. Okay, a lot of people are also missing this one, so I actually really try to get. There we go. So this is a little stepped screw to go on the extruder, and it's part 1110. It's M3. I can actually take some measurements if you want. Okay, the total depth to the cap is 14.47mm, or maybe 14.5, near enough to there. And then the length of just the threads up to the shouldered part, so just there, is 4.47mm, and it is M3, and the diameter 3.85. Okay, this little number here is another one that heaps of people have been missing. It is 1108, the total length, because it's countersunk, so really you want the total. I mean, 5.77mm, and I could try to get this, but it's going to be very annoying. The length of these threads is just about there. Okay, so it's 3.4mm, but that's the little countersunk head, M3 again. Okay, to continue on, some zip ties, whatever, you can get them from anywhere. Some nuts for the idler tensioners, so you need 2 of them to go on. Packet of 1103 M3 by 8mm socket head screws. 3 Allen keys. Yeah. So I wonder what they are. It doesn't tell you the sizes, but I'm guessing this is like a 1.5, a 2, and maybe like a 2.5 or a 3. So if you've got a set of Allen keys, like, that'll do fine. You can use these as well. You don't really need many tools. 5 rigid springs, or 4 rigid springs? No, it says it should be a bag of 5. They're all joined together. Where are they? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Okay. A little pack of nuts. What would this be for? Heated bed. Okay. Yep. So you need 4 of them. 4 leveling points. Heated bed screws. These are M3 by 22. Now, it does say I need 5 of these, and I've only got 4, but I know that they're for leveling the bed, and you only need 4. The 5th is just a spare, just like you get 5 springs. You don't need 5, but spare one for you. Whoa! Bearings going everywhere. Okay. let's pop these back in their little holders. Bag. Okay. Bag of bearings. There should be 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Wait. Yep, there's 11. There's one of my idler pulleys. Is that another idler pulley? No. Oh, that's the extruder bearing. And then there's probably another loose bearing. Yeah. These 608ZZ skateboard bearings by the looks of it. I'll be able to tell you. Yep, 608. Super easy to find. If you own a skateboard, or go into the skateboard shop if you need more. Okay. 1032, which are M4 by 8mm. Whole heap of these. These are what attaches the frame together. Wow, this is going to be long. 1033s. So they're the M3 by 8s, I think. 3.5s, M3 by 5 or 4 for attaching the heated bed to the aluminium bed build plate thing. Old extruder cable, all crunched up. And yeah, I guess you could use it. I mean, I really hope. No, it's the extruder cable and it's crap. Whoa, some super rusty idler screws. These go into the idler. Might have to polish them up a bit. Anyway, maybe it's 10mm of thing of an M6 thread. I don't know. Belts and pulleys for the said belts. Wow, this is in detail. Heated bed wiring. So, just some kind of like a DuPont connector, I think, something like that. I'm sure you can find replacements, but this looks good enough. Cribbed on connectors, which is good for the higher amperage. Cable management. I am not using this, but I'll show you how to in my assembly videos. Meh. Limit switch cable. Yeah, I'm going to make some changes to this as well, so keep an eye out for that. Okay. Now the easiest stuff. Okay, motors. 1684, which is big one, y-axis. X-axis 1334. See, it's the last 4 digits of that number there. See, that's 1334. That's 1684. Anyway, another 1334, which is extruder. Okay. Z-rod. These are trapezoidal 8mm diameter, 2mm pitch, or TR8 by 2. This actually moves really smooth, but make sure you clean these anyway. Just good practice. Anyway. Another trapezoidal, so this is the Z-rod upgrade. If you didn't get this, you'll just get these separately and some motors, which, I don't know, they could be 1334s, they could be 1684s, whatever it is. Extruder head, plate. Okay, extruder parts. Okay, pulley for, it's a hobbed pulley, it drives the filament down into the hot end. Your nozzle, a insulating block PTFE, old extruder block, and the plate that it all mounts to. I mean, you can use this, but I'm going to use this as little as possible, and I'll talk about that in my assembly. And extruder fan, which is a 24 volt. More stuff. Now this is something of controversy. This I may use, but most likely I'll throw it out. It is just terrible. You don't want to use this. I mean, if you don't have any other options, plug it into the wall, make sure it's not plugged into your Rigidbot, see if it doesn't explode, if everything sounds good. See, I mean, let's see if this rattles. No rattles, but I mean, be cautious, okay? Like, that's the littlest I can say. American power cord, which is useless here in Australia, but, you know, I kind of knew this was going to happen. It is a cloverleaf plug. There's a special name for them. I cannot remember it at the moment. Maybe I'll add it in somewhere. Okay. Rigid knuckles. There should be, what, at least 12 of these, and there is 12. Perfect. Good quality. As I said before. Rod ends. There should be 16 of these, right? For 8 rods. Okay. So now you want 2 of these Z-nut holders, a belt holders, 2 of them, and 3 limit switch holders. And that's it. Tray 1 is done. Okay, tray 2. Front cover, side cover, back cover, another side cover, heated bed. You definitely want this. Double check you have it. Wool that has a very nice warp in it, and yeah, I might have to see what I can do about correcting that, because that is going to warp the aluminium. Yeah, okay. Heated build plate. This is actually pretty nice. Let me just grab my straight edge. Got a straight edge here, and that is not straight, which is going to be fun. Sorry. So, I mean, it's close, but it's definitely not straight. And missing protective film on one side, so it's bowed. You know what I might do is attach that in a way that the bend in the heat in the PCB counteracts that bow there, and maybe it'll even out. But yeah, thanks inventor part. Not so excited about that. Oh, look at that. Look, someone's actually cut a trace and repaired it just there. So that's a sign of quality. Yeah, at least all the components are on there. And this doesn't matter if it's straight or bent, it's just for holding the Y-axis carriage. Okay, rods, let's go. I have 4 short ones, 2 medium ones, 2 long ones. Okay, and that's exactly what you want. 4 short, 2 medium, 2 long. That's for big and small. And then you want, let's see if I can figure this out. You're going to want 4, I don't know, vertical ones? Yeah, they must be the vertical ones. So, 4 vertical ones. These 2 here, which are for carrying these 4. 4 of these, 105, 1015 for raising the 2 halves, you know, between the very bottom and middle assembly. You'll see in my assembly video. Then we should have, just by kind of deduction, there should be 6 short rods for one side and 6 long rods for the other side. And of those 6, you need 2 will hold Z, and then another 2 will hold Y. Don't know which is which, but there you go. 2 will hold Z, 2 will hold Y. These will actually hold my X axis and slide up and down on the Z. That is a vertical, so those 2 there are on the very bottom, or something like that. I don't know. Then, wait, 4 will hold Z, sorry. 4 will hold Z. And out of these, 2 will be on the bottom holding nothing. 2 will be on the top holding nothing. Okay, so this one's got special holes for holding the hair, you know, main board. That thing. And these are my Y-axis ones. And everything seems to be drilled, from what I can see. These were notorious for not being drilled, and as you can see, they're drilled. Almost forgot this thing. It's just 2 bars and a long rod, and it doesn't even come with the little holders for the rod because they were in my main box. So, there you go. 2 of them. 1021 or something. So that concludes my unboxing. Stay tuned to my channel for the assembly videos. Now, I'm going to do it slightly different from Inventor Part. Hopefully it should make it easier for everyone, or it could be a complete failure. Let's see. Okay, don't forget to subscribe, like, you know, do all YouTube stuff. Thanks guys.